Coming to you live from the fractured psyche of a redheaded woman. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Jordan.
And Jordan, have you ever had your brain fought over by a ghostly ancestor?
Just 3 times.
Brain, mind, same thing.
Yeah.
No, 3 times, huh?
Yeah.
Did you survive? Which of your ancestors am I speaking to right now?
Yeah, exactly. I'd answer the same either way, right? Can't reveal that.
So yes, you were fine.
So yes, I'm great. Yeah, exactly.
We're about to play this amazing-looking game, The Mirroring of Mary King.
That's right.
I got that right?
You did. The Mirroring of Mary King.
After getting it wrong several times before hitting record.
No, you got it right. It's perfect. The Mirroring of Mary King. Designed by Jim Felley.
Oh, very nice. This is a seemingly cool. This will be my first time playing it.
And my second.
Head-to-head, 2-player. Kind of card game. All the it's all card play, but then there's a area control center to this as you wage war for this woman's psyche.
That's right.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm
well,
excited.
this is not a learn to play video. You just taught me.
I did just teach you.
If I see a good one, I'll recommend it. But join us to see how it works anyway, or go watch a learn to play and come back.
Yeah. Should we just say how you win the game? Maybe
that would be great. Yeah.
Right. So there are a few ways to win or lose before the game would come to its natural conclusion. If you control all 12 of these psyche tiles, you win the game immediately. You can tell that Brandon is playing the ghost and I am playing the mortal. Each of these tiles is double-sided, so if I were to gain control, it would look more mortal and more ghostly on this side.
I just learned in that moment that you flip them vertically. I would have tried horizontally and made a fool out of myself.
I learned that in the first game. It's that's also my instinct.
Yeah.
Is to flip them horizontally. So that's one way to win immediately. We also each have a mind, which is a deck of 30 cards that we just drew 5 off of to start the game. Mm-hmm. And if you would have to discard cards from your mind and there are no cards left in your mind is gone and you lose. And then if neither of those effects happens after we've played through 5 days, we're going to do some endgame scoring, which is going to score both the remaining cards in our mind and our control of the psyche tiles of Mary King.
Seems like that covered it pretty well.
There you go.
Who goes first?
You do.
Oh, wow.
As the ghost.
All right, then before I start ghosting, I guess I'll be a good YouTuber and say, hey, like the video if you like playthroughs and cool games and cool people. And subscribe to the channel is even better. That's sort of a sentence. We'll just keep moving. It's the only way to support Optimal Play, so we appreciate when you boost us in the algorithm by clicking all the buttons. With that, let me deploy my carefully planned algorithm right now.
Okay.
So these control cards all seem designed to not be purely positive at the start of the game.
I was just thinking that same exact thing.
When you start with the checkerboard, because that's kind of the default play, right? Is playing one of these control cards.
Right.
Playing one of them, but we're not going back and forth, right? Are we?
We are not. In fact,
so I'm taking 5.
So
at
the start of your turn,
up to 5 card plays.
Right. Well, up to 5 control card plays, plus as many of the other type as well.
Right.
But at the start of your turn, you're going to drop to 5, which you're already at 5.
Yes.
And then you're going to gate some new ideas.
Oh, so yours aren't revealed?
No. And in fact, these will go here, because in the next turn, if they remain there, you'll add more cards on top.
Okay. So I've got mind games, which lets me look at 2 stacks of ideas and reorder the cards in those stacks as I wish. Or I can cause someone to shuffle their memory. I've got a basic control card and cunning. Shuffle your memory, then look at the top 3 cards of your memory. And memory being the discard pile, right?
Yes.
Just make sure I'm following here. Put one of those cards into your hand and one on top of your mind, being the draw pile.
Or
take 2 cards from your hand and swap one with the top card of your memory and the other with one of your current ideas. Oh man, all right, there's a lot going on there.
Yep.
Well, why don't I start by flipping this control card. I guess, they do kind of have a right side up because of the back, but I'm going to play a control card that is going to just take control of the neck.
Excellent. And then that's your first control card play.
Yes. All right. Now, How are these looking? Bad. Bad. This is like a real spatial puzzle, actually, that I didn't really anticipate.
What I really don't want is for you to flip this tile.
Which tile?
This one.
It could be done.
Great. That would be bad for me.
And it actually probably should be done. Okay, I think if I play all three of these control cards in the orientation I'm currently holding them in, I think it's good.
Okay, great.
I'll go one at a time. Here we go. This control card is going to flip her eyes, her hair, but then I will lose control of her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's the ghostly beauty we like to see. Okay. And then, that one's all downside. Hang on. This will flip back. This is surprisingly hard. Okay. Why don't I... That'll flip back. Yeah, okay. I think we can make this work. Play this control card to flip.
What's your third?
Is my third. I guess I'm also kind of tracking it. You're supposed to use the token to track that.
Yeah, it doesn't
I'm
matter.
also like stacking the cards here, but okay, that may look bad for me, and it might just be. But I will. Why would I do this? This card serves no purpose. I think I'm better off saving that card. But I'm gonna buy this idea.
Okay, so you can only buy one idea on this turn.
Yes.
And the cost is a card from your mind.
And it goes into my memory.
I
Just gets discarded.
So,
okay.
Yes.
So I will buy that idea. I will play it flipping this card. Or this tile. Yeah, all these powers that like manipulate the memory and stuff, I just don't really have a lot of context for why I would do that. So I'm gonna mostly sit on those for now. Yeah, I think why not? This seems to hurt you more than it hurts me.
Great.
I'm going to make you forget. Your opponent must remove from the game the top card of their mind and one random card from their hand.
Ooh.
Oh, you'll draw up at the start of your turn, though.
I will.
So it doesn't hurt your turn. It just hurts your health by 2.
Right. So want to do it? Or...
Yeah, I'll still do it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm losing one card from my hand.
Mm-hmm. That one.
And one card from here.
Yep. Oh, it actually says remove from the game as opposed to put in your memory. And then I can, with my haunting recollection, spend...
What's the difference between this pile and this pile? I'm sorry.
These are the cards I played this turn.
And what's this?
That's my memory from flipping one in when I bought an idea. I guess they should probably... If the order of the memory matters, then yeah, okay. This was the idea that I bought. I follow. Okay.
And so you played 4 control cards?
Yes. Okay, so I could retain, because of the symbol, I could retain it in my deck at the cost of another card, right?
Yeah.
I could shuffle it into my deck, but I also could put it on top of one of my current ideas. But then it's going to get buried. That's sort of my next turn. By new ideas.
No, because you could put it on top of one of your current... Oh yeah, on top of one of your current ideas. Yeah, that's true.
So I think I'll just do this. I think I'll take advantage of the symbol here, milling a card from my deck. Well, that's another power, and shuffling it in.
Mm-hmm.
And that, since I don't like this card, I think that does it for me.
That does it for you. Okay, so now at the end of your turn, we each have to take Psychic Turmoil. So the largest area of yours is 8 tiles. So I'm going to lose 3 cards from my memory.
I have regrets already.
Yeah, and my largest area is 3, so you just lose nothing.
Oh, 3. Okay, 3 is nothing.
3 is nothing.
I was gonna say I could have gotten you down to your largest area being 1 by flipping a couple things that keeps the size of my area the same. So I just kind of threw that idea out. But I'm now realizing, I need to also pay attention to minimizing the size of your area.
So I'm going to draw 1 card to go up to 5 at the beginning of my turn, and I'm going to get some new ideas here.
Oh, you can forget. That's the card I played.
Yes. Great. Good. Okay, so I'm going to reset these as well for myself. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is... Interesting. It's probably not going to matter very much.
I've already got you beat.
I've lost this whole game. It's over. Okay, I'm going to buy... Actually, I don't even know if I want to buy an idea, if I'm being honest. Let's start playing some cards here. It is very difficult.
I was surprised as we actually started playing how brain burning it was to solve the control plays.
Totally. So I'm going to play this control card to flip this and this. Okay, so that's 1 control play. I'm going to play this control card to flip this and
this one.
That one.
Very nice.
Thank you. If I can flip this one, I'll be happy that I've got a large area going.
But there's no way.
But there's no way that could ever happen. Well, you know what? There is no way. But I can instead flip this one.
Oh, hate that.
Much the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is there a way for me to just win the game right now?
Well, that would be embarrassing.
I don't think so. That'd be pretty tough.
I mean, you could dig for the control card that's exactly these 3 with your immortal ability.
Yeah.
I think you can do it.
No, unfortunately the card in my hand is useless as well. Okay, I think what I'd like to do is... I'm going to go ahead and use my mortal ability here to put the top 2 cards of my mind into my hand and then put 1 card from my hand on the bottom of my mind.
Okay.
And I'm realizing this is really like a beginning of the turn activity.
That makes some sense, yeah.
So I just have to put 1 on the bottom. And I think it'll be this one. And so the reality is I'm already at 8, right? 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're at 9, yeah.
So unless I can win, there's really no value in going beyond this. And you're only at 3, so you've got nothing. So I don't need
that's interesting.
to play more control cards. I could buy a card, and I think I will. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to buy 1 card, so this is going to go here. But I want to buy this Mind Games card.
Ooh.
And so because it's yours, I have to play it immediately.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top action, which says choose any 2 stacks of ideas and reorder the cards in those stacks as you wish. The stacks may be face up or face down. And this has a reshuffle icon, and that icon means that you may choose to recall cards with that icon, which would go on the top of your mind. Sorry, no. You would discard the card on the top of your mind, and you could reshuffle that in. So I think if you wanted to do that, you could.
Okay, that's what I did with the previous card I played. I think I'll pass here.
Okay, so I'm going to look at the top at these 3 cards and put them in an order that is appealing to me. Ooh, this is a cool effect.
Do you know whether our powers whether we have an identical suite of them?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I've already seen like Forget. Like we both have that. But it's not a totally symmetrical game because like our abilities are different.
Yeah, that's true.
And because I always have to go first. Or the ghost does, rather. Well, while you do that...
So I'm going to do it like this, I think. And then I'll do this one as well.
Okay. I assume that I am... Well, I guess I won't take my end of turn penalty yet. In case you're doing anything else fancy.
Something like that. Okay, so I've done that. And I think I'm going to stop there. Even though I could play more control cards, it feels kind of pointless. So I'm going to stop there. So your penalty is 3 cards from your mind. My penalty is nothing.
Ouch.
And now it's Tuesday.
There went that Forget card that I shuffled back in.
There you go.
Tuesday. All right. Enthrall. Choose one of your opponent's current ideas and play it as though it were in your hand. Or put the top 2 cards of your opponent's mind into your hand to use them as your own. That's cool.
That is cool. That's very rude.
Put all the cards you've taken from your opponent on the bottom of their mind as you play them or when your turn ends. Okay, so I can't hoard them across multiple turns. Oh, and it doesn't... Okay, at the bottom of their mind. All right, it doesn't reduce your mind size. Okay. Well, that's incredible. These control cards. They're so brain-bending. Alright, I'm going to start with... Oh, and I can only play 4 here. I'm going to start with this one. It's going to flip these areas.
Wow. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like a clear all upside kind of move. And I'll play this one also, which will flip these 2. Okay, so I'm at 7 cards grouped to your not enough to penalize me.
And you've played how many? 2?
Yes, thank you. And I gotta look at these ideas. Alright, I'll also play this one. It's gonna flip here, here, and there. Now, do I have the exact control card for the win? Doesn't look like it. But that was pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I think... Let's see. Cunning was... Let's see if you have it. You know? Why not? I'm going to buy Enthrall and play it to put the top 2 cards of my opponent's mind into my hand and use them as if they were my own.
What does it say? Put all the cards you've taken from your opponent on the bottom of their mind as you play them. Or when your turn ends. You can keep them. Interesting.
All right. Well, I'll play my second. Oh wait, we're not tracking plays. Those are buys.
Yeah.
I'll play Inspiration. Put the top card of my mind and the bottom card of my memory into my hand. So this and this go into my hand. Now I must be able to win. How could I not?
All right.
And I want to beat you with your own card.
Okay.
You don't seem to think this is likely.
I don't, but maybe it is. I mean, I'm not experienced. It would be.
No, I'm just being cocky.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't actually think I even have another control card that I want to play here. So I think I will end the turn. Returning that card to the bottom of your mind, and we just do the penalty.
Yep, so I'm losing 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
And back to you.
So I'll draw 2. And I'll get some fresh ideas. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. So I'll start by... oh, sorry. So we got to reset these.
Yep.
So we'll start by playing this control card, which will flip this tile and this tile.
Okay.
And then I'm going to buy and play Mirroring, which says flip over any 2 tiles of Mary that share an edge and are controlled by different players.
Oh, interesting.
And I would like to flip over these 2.
Okay.
So that will flip to you, and that one will flip to me. Okay, and now I will play this control card, which is my second, right? Did I play 2 before that? No, I only played 1. Yeah. Okay. Bad at tracking this, sorry. So that'll do this one, and this one. So that gives me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm at the
Seems
8
good.
I need. Okay, and that's okay. So now can I win? I don't think so.
I don't think you're meant to win on Tuesday anyway.
You're probably right about that. But I'm wondering if there's actually a different way to think about this, because maybe if I flip more tiles, it makes it harder for you to flip them back. But maybe not. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Okay, great. Do you have control cards that I want to play? Because I could buy them. This one's quite good for me. Because I would flip these 2 tiles.
Oh yeah, that's terrifying. You can buy one more idea.
I can buy one more idea. Interesting that both of your ideas are the same there. So if I flipped these 2, then I just need to flip those 2.
Yeah, easy as that.
Easy as that. Easy as that. But you know what? I feel like if I flip too many, then it's too easy for you to flip them back, actually, because then you don't have to play around what's already yours.
Sure.
I'm just making shit up, really. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop there. So I'm going to have you... You know, can that be right? No. You know, I'm going to just buy this card, because it's too perfect. I'm just going to buy that, play another control card to flip.
I thought it was this one that you wanted.
Oh, it is that one. Sorry, they're not the same.
And then you're flipping it to this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that one and this one.
That's pretty good.
It ain't bad. It ain't bad. You know what? If I could play one more control card, I could win.
You can play one more. Oh, you mean if you could play 2 from here?
Yeah, one more than I can. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So you can discard 3, and I'll discard nothing. And then we'll move on. My deck is way smaller than your deck.
Yeah, you've been burning through it, so this is maybe my game plan now is survive till the end with a larger deck.
It makes sense. It's now Wednesday.
All right. Okay. Well, I should have a pretty easy time finding useful flips here. Oh, I've got to flip my ideas too. Like, that one seems solid. Okay. I can only play 3 control cards, huh? So I'm probably not flipping 10. But I can flip a lot.
That's the reason why you go in for more, because you can play more control cards earlier, and then towards the end of the game, you're limited.
Wait, what do you mean that's the reason?
Like, that's why it was valuable for me to go beyond the 8 that I had to get 2 more.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean,
fewer
yeah, no, that makes sense. It's all the more flips that I need to make.
Yep.
Okay. I will buy this control card. So that's one idea. And I'll go ahead and play it. That's going to flip this, this, and this. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to play cards mostly when I am pretty sure I want to play them to get the decision space narrowed down, because the order doesn't actually matter in any way. Like, until maybe some of the powers get involved. The order that they are discarded and stuff can matter, but
right.
Like if you're just gonna play a smattering of control cards, the order is not important.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's easy to kind of overthink, and then all of a sudden you realize, like, wait.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, the order doesn't matter, but if you play one card, if you're only going to play one of 2 different cards, because they both flip the same tile, and you play the one you wish you hadn't played, it could matter.
I'm gonna flip 2 cards that both flip the same. Play 2 cards that both flip the same tile.
All right.
Check that out. I am going to flip this to your side and flip these 2 to mine. Then I'll play this one that flips this right back, as well as these 2.
That's pretty good.
Feels like it. Give me a moment, because that was my 3 control cards, but there are still powers. Whoa. I only just noticed my domination power. I don't know if I'm okay with you having access to that. I might have to buy it. Yeah, let's pick up domination. This said your opponent must discard 1 card from their mind and flip over 1 tile of Mary that they control. So like this is the silver bullet if you're down to 1, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Did not like that. And but I think that's it. All right, end of turn. I have 9, so go ahead and flip 3.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll draw up to 5 and get some new ideas.
Your mind is run low.
My mind is running low. It's rude of you to comment on that.
Imagine we're playing the Pixies song.
What are we going to do here?
Thinking about where is my mind just makes me want to... I never finished... Did you watch Mr. Robot?
1 season, I think?
Okay.
Yeah.
I never... Yeah, I never finished it. I felt like it was starting to wander a little bit, but I've heard that it gets great again, and it's like third and fourth seasons. I think I stopped somewhere in the second season. I also know the writer of it, so I should. It's probably something I should have seen.
I'm in trouble.
That's what we like to hear.
I'm in a lot of trouble.
Well, you can buy 3 things. It'll just cost you most of your mind.
Yeah. Okay, let's try and do this. So let's figure out how to handle it. Okay. So yes, I'm going to play this control card, which will flip this tile and this tile. And I'm going to play this control card. It's going to flip this tile and this tile.
This doesn't seem like you're in trouble at all.
And I'm going to play this control card, which will flip this tile. So that puts me at 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to... I can't believe I'm doing this.
What, buying ideas?
I'm going to buy an idea. I'm going to buy this Iron Will card.
Oh, what's that do? I assume you're playing it.
Yeah, I'm going to play it. It says, I can either put a lockdown marker on any 2 different tiles of Mary, or I can put a lockdown marker on all tiles on a diagonal of Mary.
And what does a lockdown marker do?
It means you can't be flipped. Can't flip those tiles anymore.
Ever?
I think so.
What?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I think that's what it does. Unless, maybe there are cards that remove lockdown markers?
That seems unreasonable, because there's nothing stopping you from having this in your opening hand and just playing it, and then you can't lose to the other person having the whole thing flipped. That surprises me.
I could easily be wrong, so let me figure this out.
My guess, as someone who has never played this game and has no right guessing this, is that the next time they flip, the lockdown marker is removed instead.
I will check if that is the case.
If they are just permanent, then man, I gotta find myself some of those lockdown markers.
So I was right all along. These lockdown markers only last for 1 flip.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, turns out that rule was on the card.
On the card.
Will. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then I am going to...
This is what I get for not...
do this. Choose any 2 stacks of ideas and reorder the cards in them.
Mind games? Okay.
I'm realizing... Or the player you choose must shuffle their memory. So, these only have 1 card in them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to actually play this card. I take it all back. I'm done.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This seems like as good a time as any. I would have been fine with you getting to 8, but I'll throw down Mirroring. It's fast ability. Instead of discarding cards from your mind, shuffle that many cards from the top of your memory into your mind. So I will gain 2 cards in my mind.
Wow, that is a really bad...
Would have been a bigger swing if you had milled me for 3 there, but I'll take it.
Wow, that's terrible. Well, I think you've won.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I only have 5 cards in my mind. So I'm in trouble.
Oh, yeah, with 2 days left?
2 days left.
Do you lose instantly if you run out of cards? Like if you can't draw enough cards?
No, it's when you'd have to discard cards. From this penalty.
Oh, then you do lose at that time. Okay.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah, that's right, because if I can hit you for a couple of those right now, then you'll be out.
No, sorry. You immediately lose if you don't have enough cards to either discard or comply with the card effect or pay the area control penalty or drop to 5.
Wow.
So any of those things.
Yeah, you seem like you're in trouble then.
I do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Huh. But I only have... Oh, so it's Thursday. So I can only play... I can buy 4 ideas, but I can only play 2 control cards. Oh, and we'll reveal the last of my ideas. Oh, geez. Subterfuge. Move the day counter forward or backward one day. You may play 1 control card, or so these are 2 different options.
Yeah.
Move the day counter forward or backward one day, or you may play 1 control card. That control card does not count against your limit for the day. The day counter may not move earlier than Monday or later than Friday.
Yeah.
It says, makes sense. And then subsume. Put the top card and bottom card of your memory into your hand. Choose 2 of your current ideas and shuffle them into your mind. Well, this is a card that no one should ever play. That would be terrible for me. Oh, and I've got to fill out my hands too. Okay. These are a little rough.
Yeah, the only thing that could possibly save me is these lockdown tokens.
Yeah, and I think they're doing good work for you.
Good.
But I can do some flipping.
If you must.
Oh, I must. Let's start with... what was it going to be? I keep losing track of what I was going to do with all these. I think I am going to... Oh, mirroring. I played... I think I'll play a control card, flipping these 2 tiles, but that'll just remove your lockdown. Oh, wait. How many cards are in your mind?
5?
And you have 2 cards in hand?
Yep.
Okay. I think I can actually just win here. I'm
Cool.
now seeing. So I'm going to buy one of your ideas. I'm going to buy Purgation. This says your opponent must discard 2 cards from their mind.
Okay, and then what does that mean? That goes
Oh.
on the bottom of my memory.
On the bottom of your memory, that's right. Okay.
So 2 cards from my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will play my own Domination. Your opponent must discard 1 card from their mind and flip over 1 tile of area that they control. And then, do you now not have enough cards to draw up at the start of your turn?
I'll flip over this tile.
Oh, right. Yeah. So lockdown's gone. But now it looks like you'll lose at the start of your turn.
I will.
Kind of regardless of how much I penalize you.
Right. You've won.
So I'll just pass the turn.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can see how it's like 20 minutes.
Even after you taught it, even after I saw these like convoluted grid control cards, I didn't really understand that it was going to be this like brain-bending spatial exercise.
Yeah.
And maybe spatial's not even the right word. Maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, it was like, it reminded me a little bit of like those electronic puzzles where you like push a light and it toggles all the adjacent lights.
Totally,
right?
totally, yeah. It's interesting. I mean, like all of Jim Kelly's games are so weird. They're so hard to grasp, but they're all interesting. You know, this is a cool game.
What are some of their other games?
Cosmic Frog's the other one that
Sure.
I'm super familiar with, but I've play tested one that I don't know if it's coming out, so I won't say anything about it.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't know.
I actually still haven't played Cosmic Frog. It's on my should try list.
I keep bringing it. We got to play it sometime.
I know. All right, next time.
I like it.
Next time you bring it.
Yeah. We'll do
I'll
it.
play it.
But yeah, this is a very well played, good game. It's a really interesting game because you really have to, protect your mind as much as you can.
Right.
But it's hard.
Yeah. It lets you play, despite the limits on control cards. I felt like I had plenty of card plays.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe if I had even more, I could have won by flipping everything. But I'm curious whether the game feels differently. If you're better, we're obviously newbies.
Yeah, totally.
or B, just the way different cards follow something, because I was a little surprised that it swung back and forth so hard on us hitting 8 like every turn. If it had been sort of different where we were struggling to get above the 4 or 5 or 6 or 7, like we would not have been so low in our minds, and then that would not have necessarily been the route to victory.
Yeah. I imagine it would vary a lot depending on what power cards you get. Because if you get a lot of I mean, there's a lot of these lockdown markers, right? If a lot of these come out early,
True.
then you're probably getting a lesser penalty, and the game plays differently.
Yeah, and those were especially coming out for the first time in the mid game, or what ended up being late game. But those were extremely frustrating.
Right? Yeah, they have a huge effect on the game.
Hard to remove the lockdowns.
Yeah.
Hard to justify playing a card just to remove them when it doesn't actually move you towards having a larger area.
Right. Totally.
Woof. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for playing.
And thank you for watching. We'll be back with more playthroughs of all sorts of games. We've got an Earthborn Rangers campaign that we're in the thick of. Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. Corpses are washing up from floods or something. We'll
Something like that.
We'll figure out what's going on there, and then everything from I've got some Under Falling Skies. I've been playing that campaign solo. To we have been playing Lawyer Up. Quite long. We just played it before recording this. Quite long courtroom drama card game.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And there's another campaign game on the horizon.
We were talking about that.
Yeah.
We were talking about getting 40 or so videos of Oathsworn made.
That's right. 40. Just 21.
No, but it's I think we would break the story sessions.
Oh wow. That's a lot of videos.
Because despite Lawyer Up throwing wrenches in this plan, I try to keep videos sub 2 hours.
Sure. That makes sense.
That seems like the way to go.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know. As we get closer to that, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the game that I just finally sorted all. You've played some Oathsworn, so you've obviously
two scenarios.
Following the instructions for what to do when you first open the box, it involves not just sorting, but shuffling and then filing behind their tabs 40 stacks of cards.
It's a lot, but you'll have to do it once, and it's very well organized for play.
Yes. It seems like an extremely smart use of space and a really great detailed walkthrough of how to sort all the cards and everything. Love that. I just wasn't expecting to do 40 rounds of shuffling.
That's fair.
Sat watching poker and
there you go. Game of gold.
All right, we'll be back with all that and more. Till then, be optimal.